As you can tell, he got brakes.
Okay, everybody, so don't mind my sinuses. They're just getting worse with the cold, but we went ahead and put some more fuel in this old girl here. Last night, me and the wife took her down to her grandparents' house, and let's just say we had an interesting ride home. I knew there was rust in the fuel tank, and I knew it had to work its way through, but I was hoping I dumped enough fresh gas on top of it that I wouldn't plug up the fuel filter on a 8-mile trip. I mean, it really wasn't that far. Sure shit, on the way home, that thing started spitting, sputtering, but she limped it home. She got it home. I was impressed with that, but I went ahead and filled up the glove box. We ain't running out of fuel filters again. It ain't happening. I'll be able to do that on the side of the road if I have to. I got my little toolkit sitting on the bench. Eventually, it'll just be a pair of pliers and a couple screwdrivers. But, yeah, we got her down. She's doing all right. I probably need to change the fuel filter out already because I have drove it to town today. I wish I could show y'all me driving it, but it's kind of hard because, I mean, I got the standard, and it's just too much for me to hold a phone and do it, not to mention probably against the law. But as soon as I can get my mount for the new camera system I got coming, I'll mount y'all up there and I'll take y'all for a ride in it. You can hear me grind a couple gears because I'm having trouble matching the RPMs because the old RPM gauge is probably the only gauge that doesn't work on this truck. And I got to work on that next because this has been a bit of a pain in the butt. If I could RPM match, I'd be better at shifting. But, all right, well, let me get her on home. I got to go to town and get her some new wiper blades because them things are, let's say, beat the hell at best. They looking pretty rough. But I'm just trying to let her warm up a little bit here. She sounds pretty good when she ain't clogged up. But we got a good tank of fuel in her now. Almost 3/4. So hopefully it won't plug up on me now. At least not as fast. But I'm going to go ahead and get her home. I'll check back with y'all here in a little bit. I appreciate y'all checking in. Okay, so today's a little cold. As you can see, we're froze up. But if you can tell, and you can hear, that the froster's working. It's warm as can be in this cab right now. And I think it's like 29 degrees outside right now. So this old girl took me a minute to get these cables right here. These ones to work. I had to go out there and kind of like manually operate them and spray them. Of course, they're manually operated in here, but work the actuator underneath the hood that opens the valve for the heater cooler to allow the warm coolant to circulate through. But after I was able to do that, man, this thing, I mean, it's freaking toasty in here. Right? I'm not even kidding. I might have to turn it down here in a minute. But no, dude, this is so exciting. I don't know that I'll drive it today because it's so icy out. We got hit by a bad ice storm. Like, even my wife couldn't go to work today because it was too bad on the roads. But maybe if it gets warm enough out to where the ice melts the rest away, we'll take a chance and go out and try it. But as of right now, I'm completely content with how this is working. I'm just glad to know that the heat works in this thing, so I ain't got to freeze my butt off in here. I was able to get my PTO shaft to pull open, but I broke the knob off of it. It's kind of a poor design. It's like all plastic, and then if it gets even slightly stiff, this little deal breaks out of here, and you're left with essentially just that piece right there, which is, you gotta use pliers to grab it, and I don't want to keep stripping it off because then I won't be able to put another knob on it once I get it working. I'm gonna try to find one that's all metal and doesn't have this plastic crap. It shouldn't be in here anyways. But yeah, that's my update for now. If I get her on the road today, I will bring y'all along. I promise. So check back here in a little bit. Maybe we'll see what we got going on.